Strep, something you should not be happy about. Well, you might have it. Streptococci are bacteria commonly found in the throat and on the skin. This virus has been known to cause relatively mild illnesses, such as strep throat and impetigo. However, on occasion, it might cause diseases that are fatal, such as necrotizing fasciitis, also known as the flesh-eating bacteria. Also, be aware that some people may be carriers of this disease. In conjunction with the New York Department of Health, we bring you a Streptococcus alert.
Streptococcus strains sometimes invade the body in areas of tissue such as the lungs, muscles, and fat, as well as through the bloodstream. When this happens, it can severely damage muscles and fat, or even cause low blood pressure, eventually leading to what is known as streptococcal toxic shock syndrome, which leads to death 60% of the time. Strep also attacks tissues like that in the throat, causing strep throat, at times common among groups of children. Other cells that can be badly infected by streptococcus are those of tissues in the intestine, liver, and heart.
Strep can range from causing a mild skin infection to causing a sore throat. When coming into direct contact with the disease, it usually takes 2 to 5 days for the symptoms of strep throat to kick in. Strep throat will go away in 3 to 7 days, but one is still contagious for up to 3 more weeks. There can be complications, and that is when it spreads to different parts of the body. The symptoms are rashly-like skin that is tender and red, swollen glands, fever with chills, or sore and aching throat.
These streptococcal diseases develop depending on where Streptococcus pyogenes take up residence in the body. In the membranes of the brain, it can cause bacterial meningitis. In the ear, it can cause otitis, which is ear infection, while in the sinuses, it can cause sinusitis. In the throat or pharynx, it can cause pharyngitis, known as strep throat. In skin, it can cause several conditions, including impetigo, which bring on blister-like lesions on the skin. Scarlet fever include a skin rash, as well as a sore throat, fever, and typically a white coating on the tongue and throat. In the fascia surrounding the muscles, it can cause necrotizing fasciitis, which is also flesh-eating bacteria syndrome.
This bacteria starts out its life once it is spread to another organism. They do have the necessities any cell would have, and they invade the organism when the organism's immune system is down. Because these bacteria do not reproduce by mating, they divide themselves up to make more cells.
If you touch an infected object and then touch your eyes, nose, or mouth, you can become infected with the bacteria or virus. To avoid getting strep throat, it's a good idea to avoid contact with anyone who has a strep infection and make sure you see a doctor if you do get it. Wash your hands often when you are around people with colds or viral bacterial illnesses. Do not share toothbrushes or eating and drinking utensils.
Created using Powtoon.